Okay, we need to talk. So welcome to my couch in between my travels, and the last video I put up was when I was in West Hollywood at my hotel, and my friend Matthew Lush, who's a big YouTuber, one of the OGs, came over to hang out with me and do a video. And I thought people would either give me feedback on what kind of advice they want to give to me to help me grow on YouTube, or react to his advice, or just be like, cool, you're hanging out with a big YouTuber, one of the originals. But instead, I just got tons of negativity toward Matthew and for having him in a video. And I feel like I need to address it because it was unexpected and I didn't really know how to react to it. So in case you missed the video, I'll put up a card so you can go check it out. But it's me and Matthew hanging out, getting advice from him because he has over 1 million subscribers on his main channel and just under 1 million subscribers on his second channel. And he's been on YouTube since 2006, I believe, so even longer than me. And he's just sort of known as one of the original gay content creators. And Matthew has had a fair share of drama for sure online. The important thing to realize is that it's as real as a reality TV show. And I don't know if you think that things are real when you're watching the Kardashians or whatever reality TV you like. It's based in reality and completely exaggerated and manipulated to be the best television possible. And that's how YouTube is most of the time too. And honestly, to succeed on YouTube, it seems like you do need to add in some drama. There does need to be more going on than just your normal day-to-day stuff. You gotta do something to really stand out. And Matthew has tried things that I don't necessarily agree with, and he has crossed the line, I will agree, but that to me doesn't matter in terms of who he is as a person and somebody that I want to be friends with. He can make videos that are overly dramatic or that aren't totally real or are just inappropriate or gross or stupid, but that's not gonna change my opinion of him because he's my friend and I value someone based on how they treat me and people around them in real life. The quality of the person when I'm around them and when I see them around other people in real life is what matters to me. And Matthew is a genuinely nice person in real life. I have been to 4 or 5 VidCons, 4 or 5 playlist lives around all of the big YouTubers. He is always consistently nice and friendly and down to earth and real with me and with the people around me who do not benefit him. The same cannot be said for most of the other big creators there. And I don't necessarily fault them. This is their business. They're trying to grow. Who can help them grow? Who matters? Blah, blah, blah. I don't necessarily love it and agree with it, but I don't think they're necessarily terrible people. It's just the way it is. I don't serve them. Whereas Matthew will hang out with me, will walk through the lobby, and he's bombarded by people who want his autograph or want a selfie with him or whatever, and nobody gives a crap who I am. And it doesn't even seem to faze him, the difference between us in that way, whereas it does faze a lot of big YouTubers. So even though you have some YouTubers that you probably watch and love and just think they are sweet as pie and the nicest people ever, they might not be in real life. You don't know unless you've actually hung out with these people when the camera isn't rolling. And unfortunately for Matthew and some of the things he's tried to do online, it's obviously backfired on him and people do not like him. And my whole point is just not to judge someone completely on what they've done on YouTube. I would get it if the comments were like, oh, I just don't like his videos, or, he just crosses the line too much and it's a bit too raunchy, or whatever you want to do. But people literally just telling me how much better I am than him, how much worse he is than me, how terrible he is, what an awful person he is, I shouldn't listen to anything he says, I shouldn't take any advice from him, that his channel's dying. I mean, the long and the short of it is, he is a successful YouTuber. He does still have over 1 million subscribers. He does get way more views and comments and likes and dislikes than I do. And for the purpose of that video, I was like, hey, why don't you share some wisdom, some advice for me? Maybe it will get my regular viewers to give some advice as well. Maybe other people who are making YouTube videos or want to make YouTube videos will get some ideas. But obviously I have my own mind and my own critical thinking, and I can take everything with a grain of salt. I mean, I've had a lot of advice over the years, and I haven't taken a lot of it, and I've taken some. And I did get a couple really good constructive feedback comments, and I really appreciate that. It is giving me some food for thought, and I'm definitely going to come back in the new year with a bit of a revamp and try to shake things up a bit here. But I just don't think we should be attacking other people in the comments on YouTube, which is so naive to say. But just in my videos, you know, when I started on YouTube, I used to get a ton of hate in the comments because I kind of started off with a viral video and I wasn't out, and so a lot of people came after me for being gay. It was a different time. I mean, that still happens now, but just even more 10 years ago. And I got a thick skin and I was just used to it. And lately, honestly, because my videos aren't reaching as many people as I want to, I mostly just get nice comments because it's my regular subscribers, regular viewers. But the odd time that I do get a negative one, I look for the constructive feedback or just dismiss it as like, okay, whatever, it's some homophobic crap. But when you come after my friends in my comments, it really is different because I feel like someone did me the service of being in my video. On my request, they came and put themselves in my video. In a way, it's a vulnerable thing to do. It's vulnerable to put yourself on the internet, but it's even more vulnerable to give the power to somebody else to then put you out on the internet. He doesn't get to have a say in how I edit it, and he doesn't get to have a say in what comments I delete or leave. And so, you know, it hurts to see the hate directed toward him for me because I didn't want to put him in that kind of position and I didn't expect it. And I get it, some of you probably just think you're trying to protect me, but please trust me when I say that I have hung out with him multiple times over multiple years, and he's been nothing but kind and sweet and generous. So I hope moving forward, maybe when you write a comment, before you hit enter, you'll just stop and think, does this serve a purpose? Does this bring any positivity? Do I need to say this? And also just remember, have you hung out with this person in real life? They're probably not as great as you think they are, or they're probably not as terrible as you think they are. People are multifaceted and there's just a lot more going on than the little 5-10 minute video that they present to you. So I guess that's it. Just, you know, I hate negative attacks, and honestly, and this is a topic for another video, but just like when people in the LGBT community attack other people in the LGBT community, I'm always like, oh my gosh, we get enough of it from outside our own community. Why do we always have to attack from within? Not that we all have to love each other just because we're gay or lesbian or trans, but it was just a bit overwhelming, and I didn't know how to reply to the comments, and I was just like, well, okay, I guess I'll talk about it on my couch. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with me, disagree? I mean, I'm open to the conversation. You know, I just don't want you attacking my friends, but I'm totally open for critique and criticism and difference of opinions, with a bit of tact and kindness. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'm excited for you to see my travel video on Tuesday because it's something a little different for us. Bye!